What is going on, guys? Year one Blink here, back with another new Destiny 2 video. Today we got a Destiny 2 update. 9.0.0.6 activities. The portal training tiers are now disabled for players upon reaching power level 200. Modifier reloading in solo fireteam ops is now possible after reaching 200, even if the training tiers were never completed. Fix an issue where the reward multipliers, reward forecast, and the activity complete post-game carnage report were not correct in different directions when under fireteam power unless the loadout changes mid-activity. Fix an issue where players could not reconnect in Grandmaster portal activities if they were disconnected. Fixed an issue where at exactly 450 power who received grade A scores would receive no score rewards. Crucible Trials fixed an issue where trials by firing squad seasonal challenges were not rewarding trials gear when claimed. Fixed an issue where Lighthouse chest rewards were sometimes giving lower gear tier than expected. Fixed an issue where trials gilding triumphs were not counting medal progress. Fixed an issue with efficiency displaying incorrect stats on the scoreboard for trials. Fixed an issue where special ammo was being refreshed each round. Alright, Crucible Ops. Fix an issue where bonus focus rewards sometimes not drop. Fix an issue where feature rewards sometimes not drop. Update competitive weapon drop chance now trigger on activity of completion instead of victory. Update additional reward chance to be earned by all players instead of just one player on each team. Increase the gear tier earned by B plus grade rewards bronze tier blah blah blah. Improves chances of players to receive these drop and bonus focus. Yeah, we're gonna get better drops, guys, pretty much. Vanguard fix an issue or daily nightfall activity would sometimes not be available. Raiden Dungeon reduced incoming strand grenade damage on Atheon and Vault of Glass. Fix an issue where some players cannot access specific dungeons after picking up the associated quest. Fix an issue where Coherence, Imminent Debuff, and Desert Perpetual would sometimes disappear. UI UX fix. We restore the director's vibrancy to its pre 9.0.0 visuals, making an additional minor aesthetic enhancements to complement post final shape layouts. Gameplay and investment. I heard the Titans are getting nerfed, guys. Prismatic or what? Gameplay and investment. Exotic armor Titan. Wishful ignorance. Reduce maximum damage bonus and PvE activities from 200 to 120. That's a big one, huh? I don't use Titans, so I don't really know much about it. Verity's Warlock, Verity's bow and Spirit of Verity updated the give strands grapple melee additive damage increase instead of multiplicative one. Increased maximum grapple melee damage bonus from 100 to 170%. That's pretty good, huh? Armor mods fixed an issue where some MO generation chest mods were not working in Crucible. Fixed an issue where tuning mods were not properly saved in loadouts. Bows. I hate bows. You guys can pause it right there if you need to know anything about that. Issue where Arius Neutralizer Trials Spreadshot Hand Cannon had lower than expected stat package. Fixed an issue where the Farah Zoom was set to 14 instead of 12. The hip reticle was displaying when aiming down sights. Yeah, there was something wrong with that. Or exotic weapons. Guys fixed an issue with the Vigilance Sling where the weapon was not correctly improving health recovery with last stand active. Now grants 100 plus stat with the perk active. Dead Messenger. Reduce wave damage against players so it can no longer kill in a single shot of 3 waves at impact. Rip. Reduce the Scorch tax applied to the primary weapons already scorched by 6. Unchanged against combatants. Enhanced 1-2 punch. Fix an issue where the buff text were not displaying to the perk active to the primary weapons. Movement. Default player movement speed jump height is now equal to pre 9.0.0 tier 3 mobility for Titans Warlocks and tier 4 for mobility for Hunters. Let's go. We're always faster, baby. Sonic speed. Kepler final blows while in the Matter Ball now grants special and heavy ammo progress. Solstice fixed an issue where Solar Flare had no HUD melee icon. Fixed an issue with Solstice Scorch Curse Blops matches were not progressing the first step in the celebrating Solstice quest. Titan Fletchlit Storm fixed an issue where Fletchlit Storm could be used indefinitely when holding the Solstice Solar Flare Orb. Tempest Strike damage now correctly procs combination blow. Was that broken? Warlock handheld supernova increased damage versus combatants by 20%. Seasonal artifact shield crash. Blah blah blah. Alright, you guys can pause it there. Artifact, quest, pursuits, and stuff. General. Fix an issue where tier 5 givers alter vitality required completing triumphs and available in the Kepler title. The title only requires 25 of 29 triumphs, but now the weapon requires all 29. Reduced to the frequency of Eververse messaging appearing when logging in or returning into orbit. Music will now play as expected when multiple guardians interact with the life of the party multiplayer emote. So yeah, guys, go through your bug and tune fixes for Tuesday and see what's going on with that.